epic orchestral music begins. A lone flag waves gently in the breeze, rippling like waves crashing upon the shore. The camera slowly rises, revealing an imposing figure seated in a chair. Towering above Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, gazes towards the horizon, lost in thought. Behind him, the American flag waves proudly in the wind, a symbol of the nation he dedicated his life to serving. The scene fades into a title card. Abraham Lincoln in 10 minutes. From log cabin to legacy, the video opens with a sweeping vista of rolling hills and dense forests. A picturesque backdrop for a simple log cabin nestled amidst the trees. A young Abraham Lincoln, all of 9 years old, walks barefoot through a field, his head bent in concentration as he gathers scattered sticks. His mother, Nancy Hanks, stands at the porch roof, watching him with a mixture of pride and concern. Inside the cabin, Abraham, now older, studies by the dim light of a candle, his face illuminated by the flickering flame as he reads a book. Outside, fireflies twinkle in the twilight, adding a magical touch to the serene setting. In 1834, Abraham Lincoln moved to New Salem, Illinois, seeking new opportunities in a bustling town. He quickly established himself as a prominent figure, serving in the Black Hawk War and winning election to the Illinois legislature. As a lawyer, he argued passionately in a courtroom, his words echoing with conviction as he defends his client. During a campaign stop in 1858, Lincoln engages in a series of fierce debates with his opponent, Stephen Douglas, passionately advocating for the end of slavery. His House-divided speech resonated across the nation, propelling him onto the national stage. The year is 1860, and the country is on the brink of civil war. As the newly elected president, Lincoln stands tall. His tall, gaunt frame silhouetted against the bright light of the setting sun. Surrounded by his wife, Mary Todd, and top hat in hand, he prepares to deliver his first inaugural address. With a nation divided, Lincoln's words carried the weight of the nation's future. As the Civil War rages on, the camera follows a Union soldier, his face grim with determination, as he marches forward on the battlefield. Clashes erupt between the Union and Confederate soldiers, each side fighting fiercely for their cause. Lincoln, clad in a dark suit, stands before a crowd of people at the Soldiers' National Cemetery in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. He holds the worn pages of a speech, his eyes fixed on the crowd as he prepares to deliver his Gettysburg address, a solemn tribute to those who fought and died at the Battle of Gettysburg. His words echoed the sentiments of the nation, calling for a renewed commitment to the principles of liberty and equality. On January 1st, 1863, Lincoln stands resolute as he signs the Emancipation Proclamation, a document that declared enslaved people in Confederate states to be forever free. The news of emancipation reaches a group of enslaved people, and they joyfully run to the hills, their faces etched with disbelief and joy. As the enslaved people celebrate their newfound freedom, Lincoln's words, "Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves," resonate as a powerful reminder of the hypocrisy of those who would deny liberty to others. Following the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation, African Americans began to join the Union Army, enlisting to fight for their own freedom and the preservation of the Union. The video depicts these brave soldiers marching forward, their uniforms a symbol of their dedication to the cause. As the Civil War draws to a close, Lincoln's face, etched with the hardships of the past 4 years, gazes out across the nation. In a final surge of Union support, former Confederate soldiers lay down their arms, signifying the end of the Civil War and the beginning of Reconstruction. With the nation on the brink of a new chapter, Lincoln prepared to deliver his second inaugural address. Despite the bitterness of the conflict, he called for healing and reconciliation, emphasizing the need for unity and forgiveness. However, this was not to be his final address. On April 14, 1865, Lincoln attends a performance of Our American Cousin at Ford's Theater. But tragedy strikes when he is shot by John Wilkes Booth. As Lincoln is carried from the theater, his wife, Mary Todd Lincoln, cradling his head in her lap, rushes to his side, desperate to save her husband. Despite medical intervention, Lincoln's condition worsens, and he passes away the following morning. The news of his death sends shockwaves across the nation. People gather in the streets, their faces etched with grief, mourning the loss of a great leader. The video concludes with a montage of images depicting Lincoln's enduring legacy. People stand in awe before the towering statue of Lincoln at the Lincoln Memorial, reflecting on his life and contributions. Lincoln's face, one of only 4 presidents, is carved into the granite cliffs of Mount Rushmore, a testament to his lasting impact on American history. Finally, students sit attentively in a classroom, poring over books and studying Lincoln's life and legacy. The camera pans out, revealing the next generation inspired by the life and legacy of the great Emancipator. As the music swells, the screen fades to black. Abraham Lincoln, a legacy of freedom and unity.